You're watching the TCMMA podcast.
Jake Paul says, hey, Mike Tyson, you're next, big boy. You're next. Sign the contract. November 15th on Netflix. I love it. I got Netflix. I'm ready. 100%. It's happening. And, you know, where does Mike Tyson fit in among UFC fighters that moved to boxing? And with the Fury loss that Jake Paul had, Tyson and old Tyson, not even a question who wins this fight. I mean, Jake Paul wouldn't last 2 to 3 minutes. Older, 57, 58-year-old Mike Tyson, he's got a chance. First couple rounds will be interesting, but if he starts landing that jab and keeping the distance and Tyson can't get in, it's going to be a long night for Mike Tyson, even though it's 2-minute rounds. That definitely changes the potential outcome. Right? 3-minute rounds, I say Tyson's in big trouble after the second. But now he's not in trouble till the 4th, 5th, 6th round, and then the fight's almost over. So he's going to be able to, use some endurance early here and be okay, because the rounds are going to be, 2-minute rounds is going to be over quick. Think about watching a UFC fight and they go 5 minutes. 2-minute rounds, like they're going 3 rounds before the first round's over. So Tyson's going to be in good shape, and it favors him if that's the way they stay, which is what they had previously. Now, Jake Paul did go on to say he's training and looking crazier than ever. Netflix, I'll prove everybody wrong. Everybody said I was making a mistake with this fight against Perry, but I take risks. And I thought he was taking a risk, but you got to fight. That's what fighters do. And he went in there and handled business, even though he's saying he wasn't feeling great, and he had a slight injury and all this. He says, Mike, I love you, but this is my sport now. You're a legend. You're one of the 2 most famous boxers to ever live, alongside Muhammad Ali. So I'm honored to share a ring with you, but I want to take your throne. And, listen, if this is a no-win situation for Jake Paul, which is, a different setting for him, right? If you lose to a 57, 58-year-old. If you win, you just beat a 57, 58-year-old. People are going to say, Mike Tyson's over the hill. He looks slow. He didn't look great. Jake Paul will get no props here. But what it does do is that people are going to be tuning in and watching, right? Obviously, because it's Mike Tyson. That's all that matters. Then he calls out Alex Pereira. Why do you think he called out Alex Pereira? Because he knows there's money to be made there. And if you're Alex Pereira, I think you take that fight. You fight anyone else, it's a big deal, but you fight Jake Paul, you're breaking records, right? Why get into a true boxing fight with some of these big-time boxing fighters? I mean, boxing is a dead sport. And you say, whoa, Chris Cross, what are you talking about? Yeah, it's dead sport. This is why Jake Paul is at the top of the ticket. You saw the co-main event the other night. What a great fight that was. I think both guys were undefeated, if I'm not mistaken. But they're not headlining because nobody cares. They only care because Jake Paul's getting ready to come on, so everyone's watching that fight. So boxing's a dead sport, which is why you need the big names now. And Alex Pereira will be much better off fighting Jake Paul as opposed to fighting like a Fury or an Anthony Joshua or someone like that. There's just way more money to be made in these show fights. And after you get done, winning titles, defending titles, maybe winning the heavyweight title, whatever have you, then it's time to make some money. And you're nearing 40 years old if you're Alex Pereira, right? You're 37 now, so, it's time to make some money as you wind down the career. And what an impressive career it's been. But he's still got a lot of tread on those tires, I'll tell you that right now. So I'm highly interested in all this stuff that involves Jake Paul, 100%, because Jake Paul has changed the game. And to me, he looks like a legitimate boxer.
He's gon' fight, he's gon' fight. Hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fighter call, UFC at its height. Bringing that thunder with all his might. Saying, step up, wanna fight? Hold up, think twice. Gladiator, assassin, reckless, no abandon. Walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass stranded.